I'm the guy that made Public Desktop, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Public Desktop is basically a mod for your PC. It allows you to do the exact same thing the Start menu does, but in modification combination with, well, a few other communication services that are built into it. This is the UI for your desktop, allowing you to navigate your PC a lot easier and smoother, and allows for a quicker response time when it comes to navigating your PC's content. Currently it's in beta, so not all the features are working or enabled. However, the program itself handles crashes to the point where it will not harm any content on your PC. Plugin development and support will be available in the future, but for now, you can find the full source code at github.com. Since it's a newly developed program, your operating system might consider unfamiliar, as well as your antivirus. Please allow your antivirus to run this program, and tell your operating system it's okay to run. If you already have Public Desktop, it will prompt you to update to the newest version. If you don't have it, you'll see a prompt asking you to install the application. After the application finishes installing, you'll be prompted to accept the terms of service. You can read them by clicking on the icon. The application is free to download, but this will use CPU resources on your PC in order to benefit the entire network cluster as a whole. In the future, this application will use whatever idle resources it can find to support other computational pools for scientific research. Once you initialize it, you're greeted with a 3D background. This is the background set by default, but you can change this later on. Since I already have the application installed, I put all the icons that I saved. Using this sidebar, you can launch any icon just as you would anything in the Start menu on your operating system. Simply click on the icon and it will run the application. The sidebar on the left and the right will exist as a window overlaying any other windows you currently have active on your PC. The button on the top launches your default browser. The square icon below it is for Public Desktop application services. This is currently under construction and may not function properly. The folder below it allows you to access your file explorer on your PC. Click the gear to access the settings for the application. The current options are to disable your default Explorer and to start on launch. Setting the disable Windows Explorer from false to true will knock out Windows Explorer, making the Start menu unavailable. Simply changing it back will make this reappear. This will start when your operating system completes its initial launch task on login. To remove any icons in the sidebar that you added using the plus button, simply right-click on the icon and it will be removed. The general concept of right-clicking to remove objects will apply throughout the application. On the right-hand side, you will find your network bar. The bar allows you to communicate with other users currently using the application. Mobile application support and the ability to access most services through the browser will be available in the future. When you first launch the application will generate a 24-bit public key and a 4000-bit private key. This will be used for communication between multiple users. Think of it as your IP address. Some features are still in beta, so calling, video calling, and direct chat might not be available in this version. Under the network application listing, you'll find built-in plugins that generally rely on internet connection. The embed widget allows you to embed and play content that you could normally do on a web page. This is great for if you want to take a playlist, for instance, put it in your desktop. Be sure to adjust the size accordingly, as it does read the sizes from the embed layer. After you paste the embed code in, press enter, wait a few seconds, and it will display the embed under the bar. The general concept of holding the left mouse down and moving the cursor to move the object applies to any objects rendered by this application. The general concept of clicking the icon to launch the application also closes the application. Another network application is Global Chat. Global Chat allows you to type in a username and chat with people who are using the application. Your name will appear beside the message. This is used to identify who you are and who anyone else is. No other information besides your name will be displayed, so feel free to change this however often you like by closing and reopening the application. Another feature that is currently built in is the file sharing service. This service is currently in beta and has not been properly tested. The main goal of this sub-application is to allow you to share files with other users given the proper information without having to upload it to a server first. This file will only be available to other users so long as you have the public desktop application running and the file is still under the listing in the sub-application. To add a file to the listing, simply drag and drop it within the bounds. This file will then be assigned an ID. Please note that the URL on the bottom will not work because this service is currently under construction. This video file that I decided to share is named 0039 through 0250. It was a video rendered in Blender. In the middle, you will see this current file's ID. You can use this ID to share and have other users download. To download a file, paste in the current ID of the file and press enter. Since you already have this file, it will not work on your own end. Make sure to type in the proper format, otherwise it will give you an error message. Once again, this service is under construction and may not work properly. It will not damage any of your files, but you may have a hard time receiving files at this time. The Lite HTML browser runs the WebKit engine, which was used on an older version of Safari. This will allow you to browse the web with no plugins at a great speed, but does not support downloading anything at this time. Simply type in the URL in the gray space, press enter, and wait for the page to load. This is currently set to a default size, and you will have to use your mouse wheel to scroll. The majority of web pages tested so far have loaded successfully. The Lite HTML browser works a little different as far as launching and closing. You can click on the icon again to open a new window to browse the web. This will bring up minimization and closing of windows. Finally, the newest feature in this application is the group voice chat. The group voice chat allows you to connect with other users using the application and communicate using your voice. You can connect with one or however many people are in your group. Set your username by tapping in and press enter, and select your desired microphone. Once that's done, tap in a group that you pass along to your friends, hit enter, and connect. Your name, along with a minor display of your audio level, will appear under the box below. Anyone that joins this group will automatically appear under your name. To exit group voice chat, simply hit the icon. This has been the conclusion of Public Desktop 034 Beta. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for updates, or dislike and leave a comment as to why you didn't.